Stampers, this is Dawn, and today we're going to make this really sweet card. So let's go ahead and get started. So let's start with the base. I'm using the Very Vanilla, and this is cut at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then a piece of Night of Navy, and this is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. It's going to layer right onto the Very Vanilla. And then I'm using 2 pieces of designer paper. And this is from the True Gentleman designer paper, and it's in the Occasions catalog right now. And this piece is cut at 1.5 by 5 1/4. And then this piece is cut at 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. And it's also double-sided. And then you're going to need a piece of ribbon. This is the Corduroy 3/8 Night of Navy ribbon. It's so beautiful. It's going to layer across the center of the card. Okay, so then for the bow on the front of the card, this was not a stamp. This was actually from the designer paper. So you're just going to hand cut out a bow, which I already went ahead and did that. Okay, it's right there. And then I have a piece of Very Vanilla to stamp. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to use the Night of Navy Classic ink. And we're going to use the Truly Tailored stamp set. It looks like this. I'm going to use this to a classy kind of a guy. And then that little comb there that's on the stamp is going to get covered up with that bow. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and stamp the To a Classy Guy on the Very Vanilla. And then see your bow right here. I can grab it. See, that's going to cover that up just like that. Alright, so we're going to take the punch. This is the Tailored Tag Punch. This punch is actually carrying over, but the stamp set is not. So, but right now, until May 31st, you can purchase this in a bundle where you get the stamp set and the punch and save 10%. But the stamp set is not carrying over, but the punch is to the new annual catalog. So we're just going to go ahead and punch out the greeting here, and then we're just going to trim that down as well with the scissors. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim this one down and take my paper snips. Okay, alright, now let's grab the big shot. Okay, so I'm using the Night of Navy and the Tranquil Tide. And we're going to use the stitch shape framelits. We're going to use the largest oval. I'm going to use the largest for the Tranquil Tide. And then the next size down is going to be for the Night of Navy. We're going to cut that out. Okay, so now it's just a matter of building our card. So we're going to go ahead and layer this onto the Night of Navy. And then this is going to layer onto the Tranquil Tide. So I'm going to pop this layer up on Dimensionals. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and layer that onto the front of the Night of Navy. Okay, and then we're going to take our little bow. Now the little mini Dimensionals fit perfectly on the back side of this bow. So remember, you're going to hand cut that bow out. And then you could also use the regular size Dimensionals if you want, just cut them in half. Those should work as well. But the mini size fits on the bow part really good. Okay, so I'm going to take my paper piercing tool and just line that up right over top of that comb so you don't even see it. Isn't that cute? Alright, now let's go ahead and layer our designer paper. We're going to take our ribbon, and this is just enough to wrap around to the back side. And I'm going to hide that line with the ribbon. Okay, and then we're going to pop this up on Dimensionals. This is going to go on to the base, just like that. Okay, and then this is going to go on the front, so I'm going to put a dimensional on the top and the bottom, so it's going to be over top of the ribbon. Okay, and then one more thing, we're going to add the Wink of Stella to just the bow. cute. Okay, so I have a series of using this suite. Let me show you in the Occasions catalog what it looks like. Okay, so the next few cards I'm going to show on YouTube are from the Gentleman's Suite right here in the Occasions catalog on page 44 and 45. And this is the bundle where you're going to get the stamp set and the punch. And you can buy them in a bundle right now until May 31st and save 10%. And then this is the designer paper. And then also the tailored tag punch is carrying over to the annual catalog. And then also if you visit my blog, and I'll also have the link below this video, I'll have the list posted for the retirement items because there's a lot this year, so you don't want to miss those top favorite items. And then also the Night of Navy 3/8 corduroy ribbon is listed right here, and that is also retiring. And then stay tuned for the next couple videos using this suite. So I'll also have all the items listed below, and then don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you later. Bye.